So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. We are Group 4 and we're going to report about resource management. So, success of an operation department of any organization is dependent upon an efficient production plan. One of the key essential of a production plan is material and manufacturing planning system. Material requirement planning plays a pivotal role in assembly line production. Requirement planning is a system-based approach which organizes all required production materials. So, resources are essential to reach your goal, whether that be completing a task or a project or helping you analyze what is necessary to do so. Resources are your finances, stuff, physical space, equipment, technology, and time. In essence, it is the process of allocating resources to achieve the greatest organizational value. Good resource management results in the right resources being available at the right time for the right work. The next reporter would be Melit. Next slide, please.
The three objectives of material requirement planning. So number one, we have to ensure that material and components are available for production and final products are ready for dispatch. When we ensure that materials are readily available in the process, we minimize the delay that may happen in the production process. MRP accurately determines the required materials for every production. It helps the company procure materials as and when need and avoids excessive build-up. MRP enables the firm to give realistic delivery date to the customer. And when the slightest delay happens, the company may immediately relate to the customer the delay and give effective measures to the customer. Number two is to maintain minimum inventory but also ensure right quantity of material is available at the right time to produce right quantity of final products. MRP identifies materials quantities, timings and availabilities, procurement and actions required to meet deadlines. It aids avoiding delay in production and indicates due date of the customer's job orders. And when we maintain minimum inventory, it guarantees that the company inventory is at its optimum levels, which ensures that material and product is ready for production, thereby matching the demand and supply of the product in the market of the company. Number three is to ensure planning of all manufacturing processes. This is scheduling of different job works as to minimize or remove any kind of idle time for machine and workers. So planning improves the coordination among employees. When we plan, it helps in achieving an uninterrupted flow of inventory through the production line. It makes way for efficient working capital and improves factory operational efficiency by better use of resources. Dito nami-minimize din natin yung machine and labor hours, thus result for lower cost of production. Next slide, please.
Moving on to the advantages of material resource planning. Number one, it helps to maintain minimum inventory levels. Minimum inventory level refers to the minimum quantity of materials available in the inventory that should be maintained by the business. When the stock level reaches a predetermined level, an order is placed with the supplier. MRP assists in maintaining this inventory level because the business will lose money if it makes a bad judgment in any part of the production cycle. Its maintenance is important to align the production to the demands. Number two, maintain minimum inventory but also ensure right quantity of material is available at the right time to produce right quantity of final products. Ensuring the right amount of inventory is accessible when it is needed at the lowest possible cost. As a result of this can enhance the production processes efficiency, flexibility, and profitability. This is also to avoid delays and inventory stockouts in manufacturing process. Next reporter po.
Okay, next advantage is material tracking becomes easy and ensures that economic order quantity is achieved for all lot orders. So according kanina, one of the objectives is to maintain minimum inventory and ensure that the right amount of material is presented at the right time. So based doon, mas mapapadali yung pag-track ng materials kasi nga, yung materials na magagamit from beginning to ending inventory is tamang amount lang or sapat lang na amount. And that also ensures na ma-achieve natin yung economic order quantity, which is the ideal order quantity that minimizes the ordering, receiving, and holding inventory costs. Next advantage, material planning smoothens capacity utilization and allocates correct time to products as per demand forecast. Meaning na ma-optimize yung efficient na pag-utilize ng resources na meron tayo, and it guarantees that products are completed on time as per the demand forecast. Next po.
So, material resource planning analyzes all companies' activity in terms of customers' demands and manages all company resources via its own logic and data processing. It converts the master schedule so that you can purchase raw materials and components. So, as being indicated in the first disadvantage of material resource planning, material planning is highly dependent on inputs it receives from other system or department. So, bakit siya naging disadvantage? Because, for example, if the product includes wrong manufacturing or purchasing lead times, MRP will recommend starting production on a wrong date. So, dun pa lang nagkakaroon na ng error yung company sa production kapag nagkaroon din ng pagkakamali sa pagkaka-input ng mga data. So, kaya siya naging part ng disadvantages. So number two, material planning requires maintenance of robust database with all information pertaining inventory records, production schedule, etc., without which output again would be incorrect. So robust data is a fundamental issue in the design system which must survive crashes, maintaining data consistency and system availability. Since robust database is a fundamental issue which must survive crashes with maintenance of data consistency and system availability, it will require too much effort in ensuring that the information being input to the system is accurate and efficiently based to the quantitative and qualitative data of the production. So, next reporter po.
So the third one is the material planning system requires proper training for end users as to get maximum out of the system. So since material requirements planning or MRP is a computer-based inventory management system designed to improve productivity for businesses, it will require proper training for end users for them to know and to become aware on how they will work for it. Especially, they have to be careful on using it. Why? Because it is something that can help the business to grow and to achieve its own goals. Companies also use material requirements planning systems to estimate quantities of raw materials and schedule their deliveries, meaning they have to learn and earn their skills. The fourth one is the material resource planning system requires substantial investment of time and capital. So MRP or material requirements planning is very helpful, but then it is a huge investment. It costs too much, but at the same time, it requires time. We have to exert an effort for it to become worthy. We have to take risk and work for it. Next reporter po.
The next is the implementation of material resource planning. The first is the acceptability of by top management about advantages and benefits. So top management should know and accept the advantages and as well as benefits in material resource planning as it for in order to lead to a successful work. Another thing is that number two is proper training and participation of all workers and personnel. So understanding the reasons behind training serves to increase learner motivation. Therefore, it is also indeed important as it represents good opportunity for employees to grow their knowledge base and skills and to improve their job skills to become more effective in the workplace. The last one is the precision and accuracy of input data for accurate and reliable results. Precision and accuracy of input data is critical metric that businesses should track to ensure they are making the best decision possible. So next reporter po.
So, to sum it up, material requirement planning will eliminate unnecessary expenses and instances that might affect the production. Also, materials can be ensured that it is available so that the production will meet its deadline. So again, there are four advantages of material resource planning, which are it helps in maintain minimum inventory levels. With minimum inventory levels, material planning also reduces associated cost, and material tracking becomes easy and ensures that economic order quantity is achieved for all lot orders. And lastly, materials planning smoothens capacity utilization and allocates correct time to products as per demand forecast. Next reporter, please.
Yeah, while material resource planning has its advantages, it also has its cons. In order to enjoy its easy and smooth process and minimum cost in the long run, you must invest time, effort, and capital to create and maintain such system. The efficiency and the effectivity of the system highly depends on the inputs of other systems. And building the system specifically for the nature of the business can be a tedious task that requires proper training and preparation. And since the departments are interdependent with each other, the implementation of material resource planning defines systematic procedures, which also helps define other tasks in other departments. And as mentioned by Sophia, in order for this system to be implemented, the executive management must understand the advantages or the return on investment of the system and be willing to go through the extensive process to set it up and to maintain the system, which includes training the employees about how the system works, as well as the attention to detail and consistency to maintain the system for accurate results. Now, since we have learned about material resource planning, let's have a short game review from Zaira and Maui.
So, ayun. Before we end this reporting, meron kaming prepare na questions.
We would like to invite everyone to join the Kahoot game that we have prepared to test our knowledge about the lesson.
Ayun, please join na lang. Nandun na yung link sa chats. Thank you. So, kompleto na tayo and start na.
So, yun, lahat naman tayo nakatama sa question number 1. So, let's move on to question number 2. Nice.
So, ang sagot dun is false kasi ang sagot dun is false. Next question, please.
So, still leading to P. Pinaka-P.
Yes, true is correct kasi isa yun sa mga disadvantages ng material resource planning. Next question, please.
So, si Angus and Angelica ang leading natin ngayon. Na. So, on top 3 natin ay sila Ses. Wow, nice. So, congrats kay Angelica. Yay! So, ayun. Nalaman natin na lahat naman tayo ay may alam dun sa lesson, ay may natutunan din dun sa lesson.
So, thank you po. And that is our report.